Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 25th of August. I want to use three different decks for today's reading. The Wildwood Tarot, the Celestial Tarot, and my deck of cards, the Gregory Scott Tarot. And I want to pull one card from each deck. And because I'm just pulling one card, I'm not going to bother with shuffling these. First card, we've got the Ace of Swords. So a blessing when it comes to your ideas and understanding of things. Hercules, the Six of Cups. Oh, wow. So major compassion and empathy for other people. And then the Four of Vessels, which is the Four of Cups. And that's about boredom. Okay, interesting. So let's see what the cards are trying to say. We've got the Four of Vessels, which usually shows a young man sitting under a tree. And he's got his arms crossed. And one cup is being delivered to him from this disembodied hand, which comes out of a cloud in the sky. And the card is saying that this is someone who's got so many good things in his life that he can be grateful for, but he's not really feeling it. He feels disconnected. And because of that disconnection, he maybe starts feeling sorry for himself or behaves in ways which are less than ideal. And he misses opportunities to make things even better. So it's kind of like throwing in the towel before it's time to quit. You know, it's just being discouraged easily. It's being emotionally disengaged and kind of feeling like it's someone else's job to pull you out of a funk or to get you out of your boredom. It's this unwillingness to be accountable for your own feelings. So with this card, on one level, you may have certain difficult feelings come up or behaviors which aren't particularly constructive, like you're bored and just dissatisfied, or you're irritable, or something which just makes you more difficult to manage. The key here is to feel all of your feelings and to work through these, because the only thing that keeps the Four of Cups from receiving the next good thing is by staying isolated and stuck in a sense of self-pity or doubt. So with this, it's about getting active and acting despite your feelings so that your emotions change rather than waiting for your feelings to change and then acting. So there's a sense of, if you know what makes you feel good, then do it despite maybe not having those emotions there to begin with. The Six of Cups is then your emotions going in the right direction, because the Six of Cups here is an opportunity to share the positivity you're feeling with others. And here we've got Hercules, which is a symbol of strength, and Scorpio, which is about transformation and change. So the card is kind of saying that if you do have difficult things going on, and not just internally via your feelings, but if there are genuine things in your life, in your circumstances, which are making you unhappy or stressing you out, emotionally you're resilient enough to deal with those things. So to accept them and to say, okay, I can't resolve this, and this is something that I'm just going to have to live with for now. But then also by facing those things head on, this card is saying there is actually an opportunity for you to close certain things off and to resolve them. So if you've been a little bit upset because you fell out with your friend over something trivial, and you don't want to pick up the phone and you haven't spoken for a week, then maybe you do find the inner strength to swallow your pride, to pick up the phone and to say, hey, you know, and to reconnect with your friend and to then fix that so it's no longer weighing on you. So these two cards, 4 is usually stability and structure and a sense of contentment. And because it's water, there's a sense of, I know my own feelings. With the Six of Cups then, it elevates it and it says there is an opportunity to change any negatives into a positive, to take action, which then actually leaves you feeling very content and good about where you are at in your life. And that then, you know, the Ace of Swords is a blessing from the universe when it comes to your ideas. And here we've got someone kind of up in his tower studying, and it's work. But to me, it seems like, wow, because emotionally I feel okay. It's almost like I have a holiday from my own difficult feelings here, where I can just breathe and look at the stars and pursue things that I'm interested in and just have a bit of playtime. That's what this feels like to me, even though he's studying. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you've had something horrible weigh on you emotionally, like you're waiting for some test results, or you've had something dreadful happen, and it's just like such an emotional drain that once either you get the answer and it's lifted, that relief is just like, oh, it's such a good feeling. And that's what I get here. It's this ability to compartmentalize, but also I think just as far as the day is concerned, you have a much lighter experience. Things aren't as dramatic. You feel strong, you feel good, you're able to handle the things that need doing, and then you're certainly not going to tell yourself a story which makes things even more difficult. If anything, you're then willing to take a little bit of time off and to pursue things which feel light and enjoyable and educational, and which kind of stimulate your imagination and give you a sense of, hey, I'm actually enjoying myself and I'm recharging my batteries here. So what is it that you enjoy doing? What is it that you enjoy learning about, or what kind of activities really make you feel good? The card is saying it's a good idea to use this opportunity to have some fun or to learn something new that feels rewarding, because there's some space and this opportunity that opens up on this day, and it would be a good idea to use it. If the thing that you're interested in is if you're doing a lot of self-work, self-help, self-improvement, CBD, meditation, these two together create an opportunity to overcome self-destructive behavior and to learn about that once and for all, so that you don't need to carry it with you in future. So, if you have been working really hard and you need a break, it's a fabulous day to take a little bit of time off for yourself, to walk in nature, to read something you're interested in, great. But if you do want to do the inner work, it's a fabulous day to understand yourself better and to have a greater sense of freedom overall. And then finally, because we have all this emotional strength, if there's something that is no longer working for you, or if you have something looming and hanging over you that you really don't want to face, you do have the resilience to face that today, and maybe to express an unpleasant truth. Like maybe in a relationship, you're not in a situation that's comfortable or where you're happy, and maybe you do need to say about what's not working for you, and you've been avoiding it for months. Well, if you don't express yourself and what you're feeling, then it can't change. So if you're in that kind of situation where you have to give yourself a push, and no one else is putting pressure on you, which is sometimes a problem because they can just drag on forever and ever and ever. So you can give yourself that push to express those kind of things. So the day is really open in the sense that you have a lot of choice, and you can make improvements in lots of different areas of your life, even if it is just a feeling of being rested and having an opportunity to breathe before the next thing happens. I like this about the Celestial Tarot here. Some of the placements of these cups, it looks like one giant cup, and it makes you feel held and supported. So that's at the center of this reading. It's your ability to really deal with certain difficulties and not to lose your own equilibrium, to feel safe while you're facing these challenges. Number-wise, we've got 4 and 6, that's 10, and 1 is 11. 11 is the master number of service, and you can truly be of service to yourself here by just asking your inner child, hey, what is it that I need on an emotional level today? Or what is it that I want to address? And then giving yourself the time to look into those things and seeing that as a luxury and as your priority of the day. A lot of people would look at these kind of things and say, oh, I'm being self-indulgent by looking at my own feelings and stuff. I should just get back to work. But no, it's your life. It's your inner world. And the more positively you can kind of structure that, the more positive your experience will be. So this kind of inner work is super, super important. And like the numbers are saying with 11, it really is a service of yourself to give yourself the time to look into these things. It will make you feel a lot freer. So I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.